It's an event for the community to come together, and it's for everyone from prep to year 9, with year 10s and 11s also taking part. And this year we had a few year 12s who came back as well because they have very fond memories.
Just need to get that line about even, all right?
All the musicals, through junior and middle schools have all been very positive and active this year. So it's been, a very busy year, but very positive, I think, and most enjoyable.
Everybody, be the students or the staff, have really got on and put their heads down and worked very hard.
And we're going to make sure that everybody's okay with all of their cues.
There has been a lot of events on, but I feel that it's been a really great year, really positive year as well. There's a lot of students who have achieved really fantastic things.
Pretty much the highlights for us during the year. It's what everything is sort of worked towards in some ways.
It's so that we can celebrate everything we are together, and it's not just being in school, but being together as a group of people.
Yeah, keep it nice and neat, nice and neat, nice and slow.
Hieroglyphics, that's around it. If only I had my copy of Goodman's Encyclopedia of Hieroglyphics.
Kids are sensational, and the thing that you should say above all else is probably 300-400 kids having a whole heap of fun, and then the entire school, with the school singing, having a whole heap of fun as well, and pride in their school.
From the moment that I woke up, which was fairly early, and got to work, I had the Bureau of Meteorology site on high rotation on my computer.
Shake, 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 shake it, baby. Here we go, shake it out, baby. Here we go,
Obviously it's an outdoor event, which means we always have the issue of weather, and sometimes we're lucky and sometimes we're not so lucky.
We had regular conversations, particularly with myself and Helen Holt and Di Finlay, making adjustments where we had to make adjustments. And the underlying spirit of the day was we wanted to make sure that as much as possible could go ahead. The students had worked very hard, had put a lot of time and effort, as indeed the staff had, and it was important that they got to showcase what they'd been doing to their parents. So even though it was going to be some tight fits and tight squeezes in different venues, we were hoping that as much as possible could go on.
It started to rain, and then we had to stop it, but I guess what was really good was then all the audience, the parents and the audience said, hey, we're already wet, we want to hear the rest of it, just keep going, it doesn't really matter if we get any wetter, I guess. And so that was quite uplifting to have for them sort of say continue, and we actually managed to finish that, which was good. So
it was an amazing thing for the students when it started to rain during our finale segment, and Mr. Dickinson came up on stage to stop the event, and the audience said, "No way," and the students continued on. For them, that's a story they're going to remember for the rest of their lives, because their audience wanted them to keep going and they wanted to keep going.
My final comment is just a huge thank you to the #1 person who's done everything for this particular production, and that is Helen Holt. She is an event planner extraordinaire. So let's thank Helen very much. Some say
wonderful things that came out of the cold and the wet of the celebration was the amazing spirit of the Wesley students and indeed the staff, who went beyond all expectations in terms of, you know, what they had to do. But when I think about the students, their ability to change and adapt to different circumstances, different venues, and they did it with ease. And I think that says a lot about Wesley students, that they've got the confidence, you know, to be able to do that, and they didn't panic, they didn't get flustered, and you know, they wanted to continue like everybody else. But and I think there's an underlying trait of a Wesley student that I'm particularly proud of, and that came through last week. And I think the feedback we've had from parents over the last few days has been extremely positive about the celebration too, that they saw those sorts of qualities in the students as well, and very proud of them as a result.
With the students, it's just so amazing working with students who really love what they're doing. The music department is so vibrant here at Wesley, and the students just love being involved, and they're so talented.
So even though they were very cold and a little bit windswept on stage, it was, as my husband put it, who was in the audience, a surreal feel. And then have this wonderful rainbow come out across the whole sky at the end of it. Made it all worthwhile.